Hi there, and welcome back to the September Wellness Expedition 2012. Today I want to talk about habits. Habits are good and habits are bad. We all have them. We are creatures of habit. Our brains kind of grease the synapses in our minds and in our neuroconnections of the things that we most commonly do. And so it's automatic that we have habits. We don't think about it, but doesn't mean that we can't change them, and it doesn't mean that we can't adapt new ones. So if you're a creature of habit, if you're somebody who's used to going with the flow and not changing, it might feel odd to even think about ways that you can improve or even think about striving for something more. However, we can all do something that will improve the way we feel about ourselves, our health, habits and things that we can do to increase our productivity and our income, therefore totally changing our financial well-being. So I want to give you an example of some good habits that I'm trying to adopt and maybe shine some light on how you can create some good habits for yourself. And I also want to give you an example of a bad habit that I have and maybe help you figure out how you can get away from doing the things that are really hindering your happiness. First of all, I've always wanted to do these YouTube videos. I've always wanted to help people, and I've always wanted to get out there and really influence and make a difference and show what I have to offer. Being a musician and writing original music, it's kind of hard to, especially as a single mom, to be recording and to be doing a lot of things. So this is a low cost and efficient way for me to share my original music and also my personal renditions of cover tunes that I really love. And I've never been able to get in the habit of doing YouTube videos. So I decided to do the September Wellness Expedition video series so that I could really feel motivated to help people and to be inspired to get out there and to share the things that I know and the things that I notice and the things that I have been studying. And being that I am a group fitness instructor for Hip Hop Hustle and that I'm a massage therapist, that I've always been interested in holistic living and diet, that I've always struggled with mental health, not that I'm crazy or anything, but I have had a lot of experience in my life with different mental disabilities and things like that, and I have a huge interest in weight loss and lifestyle change. So this is why I'm here. But in order to create this good habit, I wasn't just going to do it without having goals and having a clear set of expectations of what I'm going to do, and also having accountability set up. So if you want to start doing something for yourself, and if you see something in this video series that you really want to put in place, I would suggest that perhaps you may be inspired to start a group and to find people who might want to join and talk about and stay accountable to each other on the things that you're working on or on the specific thing that you're working on. Staying specific is very, very helpful. It helps you clearly define a means towards acting on a habit. So you may want to buy a book on the subject and have a book partner that you have a weekly reading assignment, and then you have a date where you can just discuss what you read or how you're going to apply that to your life. Or you may just want to tell everyone at home and everyone at work what you're doing and really stay accountable. So you need to have that accountability. And you also need to focus on how it's going to help you personally, and look at the big picture about the ways in which this can help you. So that's a good way to start a new habit, and just take it day by day and make sure you schedule time for it and make sure you prioritize it. And so that's what I've decided to do with this video series and creating a habit of making YouTube videos. So here's another thing that has happened to me lately. I have been wanting to squash a bad habit. This habit is embarrassing because it's actually a joke to my family that I am. You see my cat over there, he's really cute. Just like my cat, I really love to eat. I like to eat until I'm sick. And it's kind of become a joke in my family that I am the food disposal. You can basically hand me something and I'll eat it. And now that I've adopted a vegan diet, that's really helped me to stop that habit. And that is one means. However, I've got to learn how to stop myself whenever I'm going down that route. I suggest that you do not focus on the bad habit and define yourself as the bad habit and beat yourself up whenever you perform that bad habit. Instead, I want you to, when you can and when you can possibly notice that you're doing it, stop and revert to a related good habit that you would like to incorporate or act upon instead of your bad habit. For example, I eat a great breakfast. I have a great habits at breakfast time. I have Shakeology, but around 11:30 I get really hungry, or 12 o'clock or whenever, and I will go in the refrigerator and I will open it up and I'll go, oh, I'll eat this, and then I eat it, and then I think, oh, I could have had that. Oh, that would have been better. I'll just have, a little bit, or I didn't eat that much. I can have that. And I'll just keep eating until I'm full. So when that happens, I have got to stop if I'm going back for seconds or if I want to gorge myself. So instead, I decided to take this action. Now, this has to be a very conscious action at first, but eventually, hopefully, it will be a good habit that will replace my bad habit. So I will go onto caloriecounter.com. And caloriecounter.com is an amazing resource that you should check out. They also have a free app that if you go onto the browser on your smartphone, it should automatically ask you if you want to download the app. And so I'll go in the app and I'll put in my calories. And they also have a newsletter, by the way, and it's very inspiring. So I would suggest signing up for their newsletter if you're interested in changing your overeating habits. But they will give you a list of foods related to keywords, and you plug it in, and all of a sudden you see the calories, and I realize, okay, this is what I ate. So it gets my mind off of the track of eating. I'm going to eat this next, So instead of doing that, I'm putting this in. Maybe I'm having a glass of water. So all of a sudden, the food that I already ate, it kicks into my brain, and my brain tells my body I'm full. So you need that time. That's why I say chew your food for your body to respond and feel satisfied. So then I'll go and brush my teeth, and when you brush your teeth, they're all clean, and you don't want to get food in them right after you brush them. So that further reinforces me stopping and not eating anymore. So that is awesome now, because I did that today for the first time, and I feel satisfied, and I don't feel like I'm going to puke. I don't feel like I need to pass out. I don't feel like I'm going to gain 5 pounds before tomorrow when I wake up or whatever. So that would be my suggestion on breaking a bad habit. Replace it with something related, such as if you're a smoker, decide to reward yourself. Make your new habit rewarding. Celebrate it. Like when I brush my teeth, I feel so clean, and celebrate whenever you punch in the food. If you're doing the same thing as I am, into the calorie counter, say, oh, that was really good. Praise yourself. And whenever you do the good habit, if you're a smoker, you might want to chew a piece of gum, or you might want to get your favorite candy and just have a piece of candy, but pay attention to your portion size and also pay attention to what you're doing and make sure you're not adopting more bad habits. But if you have anger or stress or a habit of being depressed and anxious and worrying, you might want to go for a walk, or to reward yourself for not doing that, or call up a friend that makes you laugh and makes you feel good. Also, you might want to, if you are a drinker and you don't want to drink, you might want to try seltzer water, muddle some ice and fresh mint, and do seltzer water and lime, and have a little calorie, sugar-free mojito. Add a little bit of sweetener to that, and you will be golden after a while. You'll be hydrated and you'll feel great. So just take a minute and be conscious of your habits. Take a minute and be happy about who you are and the things that you do, and don't be disappointed in the way that you live. Don't be disappointed in the way you feel, the way you think. Instead, remind yourself that there's always another chance tomorrow, that there's always another chance in the next minute, there's always another chance in the next hour. So just take that chance and choose a good habit instead of a bad one, and eventually you'll be happy, you'll feel great, you'll feel empowered, you'll be confident, you'll be optimistic about doing what you want to do with your life and finding wellness. And my suggestion would be to try to work on a new habit, or try to work on improving a skill or creating a positive habit once a year. And if you're finding bad habits, try to change one more than once a month, because it's going to take you a whole month at least to squash an old bad habit. That's the hardest thing to do, because you're probably going to have to start over and over and over, and eventually you'll make it a whole month without going back to that bad habit. And once you have made it a whole month, then it's okay to focus on something else. So one thing at a time, and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.